Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
India, Middle East and Europe corridor. See, during the ancient time, India's trade with the European continent is via the Red Sea route, which enabled the integration of both India as well as the European continent with the exchange of trade, so that India could be able to have access to the gold coins which is made by the Europeans, and also the Europeans could also be able to access the pearls which India is famous for. So this kind of ancient trade activities has been established and was taking place successfully via the Red Sea route. But now the India, Middle East as well as European corridor provides the alternate mechanism where they will be using sea as well as land and then sea to reach the Europe. This is the modern day corridor. And as we all know, right now the trade to the Europe is taking place via Suez Canal, where it is the one of the busiest trade route, and it is taking huge amount of time to trade a particular commodity from India to Europe and vice versa. And this alternate mechanism, which was formed by the India as well as Middle East country and then European Union, will reduce the logistic cost as well as integrate those three continents in economic, and then it will enable all the three continents to progress in the positive manner. And till now, as I said, the trade is through Suez Canal, and right now the trade route has been changed to sea. This is the trade route where it will be starting from Kandla port, JNPT port, and then Kochi port, and then Mundra port in Gujarat. And from there they will be going to Fujairah port as well as the Ras Al Khair port and Daman port. So these are all the ports that is present across the Gulf countries, and from there they will be moving towards the hinterland port of the Saudi Arabia, and from there they will be moving towards the Hafia port, which is the deep sea port present in Israel, and from there with the help of Mediterranean Sea they will be reaching the European continent. And from the European ports like Piraeus, Kavala, Trieste, La Spezia and Marseille and Barcelona and Valencia. So these are all the ports where the trade container will be reaching after they have departed from the Hafia, that is a port, deep sea port which is present in Israel. And after reaching any of these ports, they will be reaching the hinterland of European port via mix of rail as well as road connectivity. And then what is the important requirement for successful implementation of the IMEC corridor is, the first is robust development or upgradation of the ports which are going to be used in this corridor, and then there need to be new kind of railway system needed to be built, or if there is any kind of railway system that has been already present in the hinterland. For example, see, from India to Gulf countries, it will be the transport will be taking place towards ship. From there the goods will be offloaded and they will be loaded into trains to reach the Hafia port. So if there is from here, if they wanted to reach the western side of the Middle East country, means it is via through only railways only they could be able to reach, because if there is any kind of missing link or there is no railway in this pathway, means then the new railway needed to be built as soon as possible, and then the road infrastructure also should be enhanced if there is any kind of lacuna in the road infrastructure, means within this route. So these are all the requirement, and right now India is implementing more number of projects like Golden Quadrilateral, Bharatamala project. These kind of projects have been made, as well as the schemes being implemented by Ministry of Road to enhance the quality of the road. These kind of the infrastructure schemes being implemented by India to enhance the efficiency of the ports as well as port handling capacities. And then from India to Gulf ports will be operationalized under Gulf Cooperation Council, and from the Gulf ports towards the hinterland, towards from the Gulf port, the transit needed to take place to Haifa port, which is present in Israel, means it will be made only through Saudi hinterland ports, and this from the Gulf port to the Saudi hinterland port, it will be implemented by Saudi Arabian Rail Network. They will be undertaking the railway enhancement or the upgradation project for the transit that is taking place from the Gulf ports to Haifa port, which is present in Israel, that is western side of the IMEC. And then the connectivity between Saudi, Jordan and Israel, because if we want to reach the Haifa port, which is in Israel, means then we needed to cross the Jordan, which is present in between. So the connectivity project is under planning, and then it needed to be materialized as soon as possible for the efficient implementation of IMEC. And then what is the other requirement is uniformity of railways on standard gauge. Right now, because of the disjointed gauge mechanism is one of the main reason for delay in the transport from one place to another, or the transnational or intercontinental trade. And then feeder route should also be available. See, so the trade will be taking place from here to this place, means it will be taking place through this through this ports only. So if the trade is going to take place through this port, means then the surrounding areas needed to get integrated with those ports, so that the other regional, so it will not only be leading to linear development but also the regional development, because of connecting the smaller minor trade depots with the major port, which is used for the IMEC road. So these kind of things, that is feeder route, so connecting the main trade port which is used for the IMEC corridor needed to be connected with the other minor trade depot which is present along the corridor, so that it could be able to enhancement in the development of the regional development. So what is the positive does the IMEC corridor is going to bring us? That, as I said previously, it is going to reduce logistic costs. Similarly, they are going to produce electricity with the help of hydrogen, so that the carbon footprint that is going to be produced out of the project will be reduced, or the corridor, the transshipment process is going to be reduced. And then the transfer of technology is the main thing that is going to be taking place with the help of because of the implementation of IMEC corridor, because of the railway tracks and the efficiency of the road, as well as the standard gauge, and then the enhancement in the efficiency of the port system needed some deployment of technologies. And India being the member of the IMEC corridor, India has a chance to able to access the technologies by being a part of it. So these are all the advantage and the requirement, as well as the details in relation to the IMEC corridor is about. How the news is related to examination is, under prelims, the news is related to current events of national as well as international importance. Similarly, under mains, it is related to bilateral, regional, global groupings and agreements involving India, affecting India's interest. So what we needed to study further is, we should know about what is Belt and Road Initiative project, which country is implementing it, and what is the current status of its implementation. Similarly, we also should know about the infrastructure development project of India, like Bharatmala project and then Golden Quadrilateral project. Similarly, we should also know about the geography of Middle East, Mediterranean Sea, and then European continent, and then India's major ports as well as minor ports. So these are all the other areas which we needed to be aware of.